Bernard Arnault's family and LVMH. Bernard Jean-Étienne Arnault, French, Bernard Etienne Arnault, born March 5, 1949, is a French business magnate, investor, and art collector. He is the founder, chairman, and chief executive officer of LVMH Moët Hennessy Louis Vuitton, the world's largest luxury goods company. Arnault and his family have an estimated net worth of $240 billion as of April 2023, according to Forbes, making him the wealthiest person in the world. By January 2018, Arnault had led the company to record sales of €42.6 billion in 2017, 13% over the previous year, as all divisions turned in strong performances. That same year, the net profit increased by 29%. In November 2019, Arnault planned to acquire Tiffany & Company for approximately $16.2 billion. The deal was expected to close by June 2020. LVMH then stated in September 2020 indicating that the takeover would not proceed, and that the deal was invalid because Tiffany handled the business during the COVID-19 pandemic. Subsequently, Tiffany filed suit against LVMH, asking the court to compel the purchase or to assess damages against the defendant. LVMH planned to countersue, alleging that mismanagement had invalidated the purchase agreement. In mid-September 2020, a reliable source told Forbes that the reason for Arnault's decision to cancel the Tiffany purchase was purely financial. Tiffany was paying millions in dividends to shareholders despite a financial loss of $32 million during the pandemic. Upon examination of financial records, Arnault discovered that some $70 million had already been paid out by Tiffany, with an additional $70 million scheduled to be paid in November 2020. LVMH filed a counterclaim against the court action commenced by Tiffany. A statement issued by LVMH blamed Tiffany's mismanagement during the pandemic and claimed that it was burning cash and reporting losses. In late October 2020, Tiffany and LVMH agreed to the original takeover plan, though at a slightly reduced price of nearly $16 billion, a minor reduction of 2.6% from the aforementioned deal. The new deal reduced the amount paid per share by LVMH from the original price of $135 to $131.50. LVMH completed the purchase of Tiffany in January 2021. Under Arnault's leadership, LVMH has grown to become the largest company by market capitalization in the Eurozone, with a record of €313 billion, $382 billion, as of May 2021. Arnault has promoted decisions towards decentralizing the group's brands as a business strategy. As a result of these measures, brands under the LVMH umbrella such as Tiffany are still viewed as independent firms with their history. While he has not publicly stated who will replace him, the decision will be based on merit, according to the Wall Street Journal. All 5 of Arnault's children have worked at LVMH throughout the years and currently hold executive roles at company. Delphine Arnault, 48. Delphine, Arnault's eldest child, was in January announced as the CEO and chair of Christian Dior, LVMH's second-largest brand. Her keen insights and incomparable experience will be decisive assets in driving the ongoing development of Christian Dior, said Arnault in a statement at the time. After graduating from the EDHEC Business School in Lille, France, and the London School of Economics, Delphine worked at consulting firm McKinsey for 2 years. In 2001 she began working at designer John Galliano's company, before moving to Christian Dior the next year, and later holding the position of deputy managing director from 2008 to 2013. For the past decade, Delphine was Louis Vuitton's executive vice president. She has also been a member of LVMH's board since 2013, and on its executive committee since 2019. Delphine serves on the boards of Pucci, Loewe and Celine, and was recently named to the board of Gagosian Gallery. Antoine Arnault, 45. In December, Antoine was named CEO of Christian Dior SE, a holding company that owns the majority of the Arnault stake in LVMH. Antoine, who attended HEC Montreal and INSEAD Business School, launched digital company Domainu, which registered celebrity domains, before joining LVMH's marketing department in 2005, and joining the company's board in 2006. He later became the director of communication at Louis Vuitton in 2007, overseeing its core values campaign consisting of photographs taken by Annie Leibovitz of stars such as Muhammad Ali and Angelina Jolie posing with Louis Vuitton bags. Since 2012, Antoine has headed Berluti, a men's shoe company owned by LVMH. Under his leadership, the company reportedly saw sales increase from $45 million to $130 million in 2013. He was also named chairman of cashmere brand Loro Piana when it was acquired by the conglomerate in 2013. Alexander Arnault, 30. Alexander, Arnault's middle child, is currently the executive vice president of Tiffany & Co., which LVMH acquired in 2021 in a $15.8 billion deal. Under his leadership, Tiffany & Co. has collaborated with streetwear brand Supreme and launched a campaign starring Jay-Z and Beyoncé. Alexander, who is reportedly close friends with Snap CEO Evan Spiegel, received a bachelor's degree from Telecom Paris and a master's from Polytechnique, the latter of which his father attended. He interned at both McKinsey and investment firm KKR & Co. before becoming an investment manager at LVMH in 2015, where he led the company's launch of e-commerce platform 23 Sevres and its acquisition of luxury luggage brand Rimowa. Alexander became Rimowa's CEO in 2016 and oversaw the brand's numerous partnerships with Supreme, Off-White and Fendi. Frederic Arnault, 28. Announced as the CEO of watchmaker Tag Heuer in 2020, Frederic has worked at the LVMH-owned company since 2017. Moving the company towards e-commerce, which grew by 329% in 2020, Frederic has spearheaded Tag Heuer's pivot away from promotional deals with soccer and towards motorsports through his partnership with Porsche. Like Alexander, Frederic attended Polytechnique and held a summer internship at McKinsey before running a mobile payment startup that was sold to French investment firm BNP. He also had a brief stint working as a paramedic for the Paris Fire Brigade, according to his LinkedIn. Jean Arnault, 24. Jean, Arnault's youngest child, became the director of marketing and development at Louis Vuitton's watch division in 2021. He recently launched the Louis Vuitton Watch Prize for Independent Creatives, awarded to those looking to sell their own watch designs. Jean obtained a degree in mechanical engineering from Imperial College London, where he conducted a Tag Heuer-sponsored project on watch oscillators, before receiving a master's in financial mathematics from Massachusetts Institute of Technology. He held internships at Morgan Stanley and the McLaren Formula One team, later starting at LVMH as a sales associate in 2017.